Previously on Star Trek Morningstar.
So it says here you're from the year 4060? I'm not even gonna try to work out, let alone guess, how long into the future that is, or even what century it is.
The 39th century, 1,850 years in the future. But let's just say it's a long time away.
Captain's log, stardate 25110228.08. We are currently on detached service after some interesting experiences on Earth. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is the result of an old friend of mine deciding to fuck about and... Computer, delete the last sentence. I'm grateful for the opportunity to study natural stellar phenomena. Or rather, my crew are enjoying the opportunity. I, on the other hand, am grateful for the opportunity to catch up on my paperwork. Any animals listening to this shit, please note the sarcasm. Computer, delete that last sentence. End log. Bloody hell. I knew I should have gotten a PA synth when I had the chance, but no. Enter!
Captain, do you have a moment?
Of course. What do you need?
I was wondering if we might alter course to investigate a nearby solar system. I can have the coordinates fed to the helm.
I'm happy to have us diverted. Any reason in particular, or is it just a pretty system?
I'm not exactly averse to sightseeing, sir, but in this instance we've caught some interesting subspace signals, and I wanted to take a closer look.
Interesting call, or interesting someone notified the torpedo room to start loading?
The former, thankfully. There's a use of the word interesting that means load the torpedoes?
You've not served on too many battleships, have you?
Not as such. I didn't think Morningstar counted as a battleship, sir.
Not in terms of what she's called on the paperwork, but the Morningstar subclass of the Odyssey heavy cruiser is one of the biggest, most powerful ships in Starfleet's arsenal. So what about what you do? Not what the name is.
I see. Like the Defiant being an escort?
Pretty much. Although that term does make one thing of a rather different type of service. Sorry, that was a bit,
Inappropriate? Yeah, by your standards, so. By my time, we're even more lax about these things than the 23rd century was. We even brought the miniskirts back.
I'm gonna have to try real hard not to think about that. For the sake of my sanity and professionalism on the bridge. Anyway, go put the new coordinates into the helm. Or get Sinath to do it.
Aye, sir. Happy to.
Dismissed. So where... Never mind. Computer, answer message. Authorization Hunter Sigma 730.
Michael, glad to catch you.
Vanna, can we help you?
Your navigation charts put you near a solar system called Fargo 410. I want you to divert the Morningstar there as a matter of priority.
Understood. May I ask why?
We've received reports of a subspace signal from there. We want you to check it out.
I think Clementine already set us on a course for that system.
Oh, did she? I see. Well, if that's the case, I definitely want you to go there, and report back on your findings as soon as possible.
Yeah, sure. I'd appreciate a little heads up if there's something going on here that might be unusual. Clementine didn't seem to think there was anything dangerous when I asked.
Did she not? Interesting. Well, as I said, report back on your findings.
Will do.
Mineo out.
Captain, we've just laid in the course.
Subspace signals are always unique to study. Naturally occurring ones are very rare.
Is it naturally occurring?
No idea, sir.
Really?
Sir?
I was just talking with Admiral Mineo. She wants us to go to System Fargo 410. That the one you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Did the Admiral say why?
subspace signals. Hell of a coincidence.
Does rather suggest there's more to these signals than meets the eye.
It does a bit, doesn't it? And you weren't aware of this, Clementine?
No, sir. Not in the slightest.
I see. Well, I'm not willing to trust coincidence. I want yellow alert until I'm sure we're not about to walk into a shitstorm.
Seems prudent. Probably a tiny bit excessive.
I'd rather be excessive than blown into smithereens. You have the bridge, Uno.
Aye, sir.
Captain's log supplemental. We're en route to Fargo. I'm still not happy about the coincidence of it, but... Computer, delete that last sentence. Encode personal log, same stardate. Personal log. Fucking time travel. Gabriel always swears off it. And I know why. I always wondered why he passed on Clementine as an officer. But I find it impossible to, well, to not think. How much does she know? We're heading to a star system she suggested 2 minutes before I got a message from Vanna telling me to go there. It could be luck, chance, coincidence. But my gut's telling me that there's something more to it. And frankly, I'm not happy. I've nearly lost this ship and crew too often already. Oh, bloody hell. Computer, pause recording. Enter!
We're on course and the ship's at yellow alert.
Good.
Captain? Michael? Can I ask a personal question?
Of course you can. What's on your mind?
I was more wondering what's on yours. You seem ill at ease.
Is that your polite way of saying you were being a bit of a dick?
Vulcan doesn't generally have swear words that match up to body parts.
Huh. I didn't know Vulcan had swear words at all.
You'd be surprised. Lots of fun prehistoric words out there. I think there's one that basically means one who has sex with Cellets.
Okay. If you're trying to cheer me up with random Vulcan fun facts, it's not working.
But you are feeling better.
Yeah, maybe I am. Sorry, no, it's Clementine.
What about her?
When Starfleet told me I was getting an officer from a possible future, I had to promise I wouldn't badger her for details about the future.
I remember the memo all senior staff received about the commander.
Yeah, but what I didn't tell you was that we were her third choice of starship. Both Captains Sean and Carver passed on having her on their ship.
They did?
I've not spoken much with Sean, but I know Gabriel. The man has a bloody intelligence officer in his senior staff, for fuck's sake. He's used to shit you can't talk about. But he knew he couldn't take on an officer who might have knowledge of the future. A future that would mean the difference between the life and death of his people.
Michael, my understanding is that Clementine's future is different from ours. That she is allowed to make alterations.
There's a difference between being allowed to be here, talk to us, work on the ship, and telling us things. Admirals Mineo and Moore both worked her over when she got to this time. They debriefed her, supposedly. I don't want to feel this way about her. I don't. I'm sure she's just, within reason, a normal Starfleet officer here to do a job. And she's a part of this crew now. I've had fun. It's been fun having her on. And I hate feeling this. Just something about this really, really stinks.
I understand, Michael. But she's taken the oath we have, wears the same uniform. That means, unless she breaks our trust...
That we have to take it on faith that she's working from the same playbook as the rest of us. I know. That doesn't mean I have to like it.
On course for planet Fargo 3, Commander.
Good. Vico, what have we got on those subspace signals?
They're subspace signals. There's something a little too regular about them to be purely natural phenomena, but they're not any signal I'm familiar with. I've passed it on to the science department, but I think they're as stumped as I am.
Interesting.
Is that the word?
Oh, come on, Vico. I can't help but feel like there's something exciting on the horizon.
If you say so, Clementine. Right now, I'll settle for not getting us blown up.
Spoil sport.
Clementine?
What is it, Jason?
Sorry to interrupt you getting all excited, but I've got a blip.
A blip? Want to be a bit more specific?
Wish I could. It's just a blip. Automatic deflector just came on.
Scan it.
It's debris?
Debris?
What kind?
Hull fragments. Some ossified biological components?
You said ossified, meaning?
It's old debris, Mom. Probably at least 2 centuries.
I'd recommend keeping an eye on that debris, ma'am. For archaeological purposes.
Sounds like a plan. Leave a Class 1 probe to scan the debris.
Aye, Mom. Probe set. Launching. Probe launched. Telemetry link established.
Textbook.
You make that sound like a bad thing.
No, I'm still not sure I trust this whole situation. I can't help but feel like old subspace signals is one of those situations that always ends up leading to a trap of some kind.
Huh, maybe in hollow novels. Real life isn't that exciting.
Fighting pirates and dealing with imposter inspectors isn't exciting enough for you?
Hey, I wasn't on board for that one, doesn't count.
Alright, Helm. How far off are we?
Another 50 minutes to Fargo system.
Have we managed to pinpoint which planet the signals originate from?
Sensors indicate that it's Fargo 3, sir. Clementine already had us set a course.
Good work, Clementine.
Nah, wait till we get to scanning range, then we'll hit the good work.
Good to know we're all excited about random planets and random signals.
What's the Earth turn of phrase? That's the job?
Something like that. Captain's log supplemental. The Morningstar has just arrived at Fargo 3, the planet in the Fargo system where Commander Zakrill's subspace signals are coming from.
One frozen icy tundra. Class M, if you like your planets the cold side of Andoria.
Any joy on the subspace signals?
According to our scans, they're coming from the equator. Believe it or not, it's the sunniest part of the planet, with highs of a whole 1 degree Celsius.
Well, that's practically sunbathing weather. Should I pack a bikini?
As much as I like that idea, maybe save it for Riza. Right now, let's just focus on getting this over and done with.
Spoil sport. Anyway, we have everything in hand, scans are running, so anything anomalous will cause that.
What is that? Jason?
We're detecting a massive construct. No. Wait. Not a construct. It's made from... There's titanium? There's tritanium.
A ship? A crashed ship?
Yes, sir. Seems like it.
What's its status?
Looks like it's been there for a while, sir. Partially buried.
Is it an automated signal?
Seems like it, sir.
Any sign who the ship belongs to?
None.
Fine. Uno, take a minimal away team.
Clementine, this is your subspace signal we're investigating.
Awesome. I'll get my best tricorder.
By all means. Mitchell, we need you on this away mission.
Aye, aye, Commander. Might as well.
Such enthusiasm. Meet us in transporter room 2. I know you said minimal, Michael, but under the circumstances, I'd feel better taking a pair of security officers.
Take 1. When I say minimal, I mean minimal.
Understood. Got us a landing zone, Chief?
Aye, Commander. Here or here? Looks to be right inside the ship.
What's the difference?
Well, point Alpha, here, looks to be near an ice wall, but it's near the outer hull. Point Beta, here, is a bit closer to the center of this ship.
Is it safe?
Safest place would be Beta. There don't seem to be any other points which have this level of stability. Alpha is the only place close. That being said, I'll be keeping a lock on you, just on the off chance.
Really making me feel secure about this job, aren't you, Chief?
Sorry, Lieutenant. Ready to transport, Commander. Commanders.
Unor to Morningstar. We're in.
Scanning. There are definitely active power signatures on the ship.
Do you recognize the design, Clementine?
Not off the top of my head. It's advanced stuff. These interfaces look like ours.
They're inactive. Best not to make assumptions.
Well, superficially, they look like ours. Give me a moment. Power pack is active and... working. Ooh, is that a cyan display? Very nice.
The color's nice, yes, but can you get anything from it?
Not from here. This is just a walled terminal. I don't think we'll be able to download any sensor data or logs. We need to find an actual, proper terminal.
Seconded, Unor. From the looks of this, we're dealing with a very highly centralized system, very minimal functionality.
All right. Can this wall terminal show us to somewhere more useful?
Not with the current power level. Permission to try something, Commander?
What did you have in mind?
Interfacing. It's not exactly common practice, but I can try and jumpstart the system properly and get it to show us the way.
All right. Mitchell, thoughts?
You asking me if this is something she can do, or if it's something she should do?
Both.
If she says she can, she can. As for should, odds are even. If she thinks she can do it without hurting herself...
I can do it, Una.
All right. Go.
Oh, interesting. Fascinating. Wait. Oh, the system's compromised. There's a foreign operating system in the core.
Foreign operating system? What do you mean?
Investigating. Oh shit. We are...
We are the Borg.
Shit.
Fuck! Clementine, disengage!
We need to get out of here. Away team to Morningstar. A beam out would be very much appreciated right about now.
Jason, you heard the woman. Get them out of there.
Aye. Get in transporter lock. Transporter lock established. Energizing. We've got them!
Red alert. Rico, status of that crashed ship.
I'm reading a power buildup, Captain. The signature's a little off, but...
Captain, we're being hailed.
Put it through.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Shit. Rico, lock torpedoes on that planet. I want that ship glassed.
Glassed. Aye, sir. Firing.
Report. Did we get them?
Target is hit. Torpedoes have definitely impacted. Captain, target remains. Say again, target remains.
How?
Some kind of shielding, Captain.
Alright then, fine. Bring the overload emitter online. Full power. Break that shield and try again.
Overload emitter. Aye. Firing.
A hit?
Captain, minimal effect. Enemy shields are reading at 98% capacity, and they are regenerating quickly.
What? How the fuck? The Borg don't have shields that good.
The shield is not reading as a traditional Borg frequency. It might be something they assimilated from this ship.
Are they taking off?
Power readings indicate that they're regenerating. I can't give you an estimation on how long it'll take them to take off, sir.
Bugger. Alright, keep an eye on it.
Captain, it's...
A Borg ship. Yes, we know. A Borg ship with shields that just tanked both our torpedoes and the overload emitter.
That doesn't seem possible.
The ship in question seems to come with shields better than anything we've ever encountered. And now the Borg have it.
Are they capable of taking off?
Not yet. I need to contact Starfleet. You have the bridge, Commander.
Aye, sir.
You're sure?
We hit them with our best shot, Vanna. Nothing. Whatever that ship is, it tanked the stuff we've been throwing at the Borg for the last 4 years like it was nothing.
I see. You're quite far from standard patrol routes there, but the Venture, the Enterprise, and the Columbia are all near your position. I can have them rendezvous with you.
I'll take all the help we can get at this point. But Vanna, if we couldn't dent their shield significantly with our overload...
I know. But perhaps a sustained bombardment will do the trick. There'll be another 2 hours. Hold out until then.
Understood. Shit. Come in.
Captain,
Clementine, what the hell happened?
it's my fault, sir. I woke it up.
You woke it up. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna need more.
The ship. I think the original crew crashed her on that planet when they knew their ship was about to be overrun. They knew they couldn't let the Borg take the technology on board.
How do you know that?
I interfaced with the ship, sir, to try and figure out where any kind of proper control center was. That's what woke up the Borg operating system. Restarted the ship.
Are there any drones on that ship?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't have those answers. It could be that some were frozen, or it could just be the operating system itself.
Either way, a hostile ship is now on that planet with shields we can't penetrate. I don't want to bet on their weapons being equally effective.
No, sir.
All of that aside, are you alright?
Captain, I've never encountered the Borg before.
Lucky.
No, sir. Not luck. The Borg weren't a factor in my time the way they are here. to experience even an instant of that operating system's priorities. If I may, it was so cold. So overbearing. Small wonder they were the terror of your time.
Still are, Clementine. Still are. Go speak to Mitchell. Get yourself checked out. I want you in top condition if we're going to engage a Borg ship.
Aye, sir.
So, what am I looking for?
Honestly, I don't know. I can run my own checks, but it's good for an outside eye to see if there's something wrong in the code. In case something got in. You know?
I'm seeing a lot of code here that's... I don't know if you'd use the word traumatized.
That feels like the best word. Yes.
Clementine, is this your base code?
That's not the word I'd use, but yes.
Clementine, that's Borg code. The sequences are built like their signals. The OS is almost like, well, if you'll pardon the pun, it's like a highly evolved and adaptive version of their tech. Even some of these relays are built like Borg neural processors.
That's not... You sure?
You didn't know?
I'm not exactly the most common, but I didn't program myself, so to speak. You're sure about this?
I'd stake my career on it. Why the fuck wouldn't they tell you?
The Borg, they're not a factor in my time. Like I told the captain. Unless
what?
Unless, in my time, the Borg and... Oh, hell. That suddenly made me feel like I came from one of those awful post-apocalyptic hollows. The only reason I can think that my time incorporates those advanced versions of the Borg's tech is that when we were being engineered, they thought it was the best tech for the job.
And they didn't tell you?
Wasn't exactly top of the list. There's a reason my timeline had to be... Shit. Sorry, we're getting into must not talk about territory.
Great. So, the Borg tech might have woken up because it recognized you?
Oh. Hell, I hadn't thought of that. I mean, I didn't... Shit! What does that mean?
I don't know. But is there a way we can use it?
Use it? Like, you mean taking advantage of my connection somehow?
No harm in trying, is there?
Captain, nice of you to drop by.
Not a social call, Doctor.
About to go up against the Borg, yes. I heard. Between you and me, there's something intensely terrifying about the notion of such advanced biomedical technology turned to such evil. But that's not why you're here.
No. I need to know if we have sufficient defenses set up to engage the Borg.
We do. Ever since the incident with the Venom, we've kept more than the usual stock of countermeasures. And if Scuttlebutt is accurate, this is an old Borg ship.
Old Borg, new ship. Therein lies the problem.
Your problem, Captain. Just rest assured, I'll keep the crew themselves.
Got it.
Got what?
Here. These records indicate that Commander Data was able to hack into the Borg's root command structure in 2367. If you can use the ship's comm array to initiate the same contact with this ship, you might be able to deactivate their shields.
According to this, Data wasn't able to make them lower their defenses.
But consider the tech difference. You're more advanced than Data. These Borg are much less advanced by centuries than the Borg he encountered. At the rate they advance and adapt, chances are that you'll steamroll their defenses.
You're exaggerating.
Might be a little, but come on, what's the alternative? Dashing the ship against the rocks?
All right. Give me that report. Let me see if I can make heads or tails of it.
Captain's log supplemental. The Morningstar remains in orbit over Fargo. The Borg ship on the planet is continuing to power up. We have no exact estimate on when it will be able to leave the surface. Alright, what's the update?
It looks like it's still regenerating. The power readings are more definitively Borg now.
The ship wasn't fully assimilated when we arrived. It makes sense that they finished the job.
Can we confirm whether there's any drones on it?
It's almost impossible to determine the difference between a Borg drone and their ship, and that's without that shield interfering. But I am reading movement.
If that ship was in ice, and the nanoprobes kept the drones in basic functionality,
then by the time it launches, it'll be a manned Borg ship with impenetrable shields. Biko?
The Borg's power readings are fluctuating. I can't get an accurate read.
Red alert! Uno, what's our status?
all decks report battle stations, Captain.
Captain.
Battle stations, Commander.
Actually, I have an idea. It's crazy, but Mitchell and I are convinced it could work.
Captain, that ship's power levels are increasing. I have confirmed. Enemy weapons are powering up.
Alright, make it fast.
I think I can interface with the Borg ship. Maybe convince it to lower the shields. At least long enough for us to do what we have to do.
No. Out of the question. It's too risky.
Captain, I can do this. Just give me a chance.
I'm not questioning your abilities, Commander. It's the general risk factor. I won't let you interface with the Borg, just the same as I won't let Vico or Jason go down there and get near them.
How would you go about connecting with a Borg vessel, Clementine?
Basically, I think the code that makes up me is Borg. Or at least based on it.
Say what now?
I didn't realize it until Mitchell noticed it. The Borg aren't a thing for my time the way they are here. The tech we use to make, well, me, must be at least partially descended from their tech.
Well, now I'm even more opposed to the idea.
It's worth a try, Michael. Have you heard any other suggestions?
Bugger. Fine, do it! But please be bloody careful, alright?
Yes, sir. Jason, can you get me a comlink to the Borg ship?
I mean, I could try, but I'm not too sure how well it would do.
Just try.
Comlink established.
Alright. This is going to be difficult. I've never tried remote linking before.
Captain, she's established a link with the Borg ship.
Are we in danger?
I think that No, she's using the ship to broadcast, but it's a personal connection. The only danger is to her.
First link established. No access. Second link established. Minimal access. Final link established. I am. We are. This vessel has technology that will add to the collective. It must be returned.
Clementine!
I'm here, Captain.
Captain, we're receiving a transmission from the Borg ship.
Patch it through.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Nice to know they're consistent.
We are. Wait.
Clementine, either do what you're gonna do or disengage.
I'm just there now.
Hostile shields are down.
Fire weapons, Vico! Now!
Firing.
Did we get it? Vico, did we get it?
Target destroyed, Captain. Reading some debris, but no power signatures.
Take no chances. Target that ship with everything we have. Blast that thing back to hell.
Back to hell. Aye. Target zone is glassed, Captain.
Good.
Stand down from
Belay
red.
that order. Stay at red alert for the next hour. I want to be sure.
Michael, you heard what Vico said. It's glassed.
I know what he said. I want to be sure.
Very well.
Captain's log, stardate 79703.01. We've rendezvoused with Venture, Columbia, and Enterprise. Captain Carver has beamed over to discuss what happened. I'm surprised Starfleet still sent you all out. I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen more than one Odyssey-class ship at a battle zone.
What can I say? They take the Borg threat seriously. What did you manage to work out?
From what Clementine said...
Clementine Zakrill. She's your resident crew member from the future, isn't she?
That's right. From what she said, the ship crashed here 2 centuries ago. The Borg were in the process of assimilating it when it crashed. Our presence...
Zakrill's presence.
Our presence woke it up. And yes, Clementine's actions were the key factor. That's not the point. It's not her fault.
Don't you think there's something a mite coincidental about your officer from the future picking up on that signal?
Gabriel, I know you don't like time travel, and I know you don't trust her, but she saved the ship and probably the galaxy. The Borg with that shield would have been terrifying.
On that we agree. I looked over the telemetry scans of that ship. The signature matched something my crew encountered a little while back.
On the mission that Moore sent you on?
That's right. The signatures of the scout ship we encountered and the ship these Borg were assimilating were identical.
That seems like a concern.
My concern is that somehow your commander from the future might have known about these things and their significance. About the Borg getting their hands on this one. And if that's the case, what else might she know?
Your concern is duly noted, Gabriel. And I'll keep my eye on it.
That's all I can ask. Well, we're heading out. Columbia's taking the lead on studying here.
Not you?
No. More busy work. I swear, Command, just like throwing me in the deep end.
Both of us, I think. The joy of captaining a ship of the line.
Indeed. Until next time, Captain Hunter.
Stay safe out there, Gabriel. Clementine, report to my ready room.
Yes, Captain?
At ease, Clementine. Gabriel and I spoke. He has a concern.
He doesn't trust my motivations.
I wouldn't say...
Cut the crap, sir. Captain Carver passed on me as an officer. So did Captain Sean. A lot of people will feel a temporal operative is holding out on them, or that we have some ulterior motive.
You promise me you don't?
Sir, if there's an ulterior motive, it was in my creation in the first place.
What do you mean?
Michael, I didn't know about the Borg tech in my system. I didn't know anything about it.
Quite an oversight.
Michael, I don't know about any of the origins of this tech. Worse, I don't know if there's something more to me than I know. If when I was made, that I wasn't made with more purpose than even I know what to do with. Something beyond just existing. Captain Carver might think we came here because of some future knowledge, and frankly, I don't even know if he's wrong. Just because my future changed, my timeline got erased, that doesn't mean I don't have something hidden.
Clementine. Listen. I know it must be scary. God knows if I was at the mercy of thinking like this, things I didn't understand, I'd be bricking it. But I know you, Clementine. And I know that you'll win out, in the end, against anything that might try to use you. If it makes you feel any better, I'll authorize Mitchell and Uno to work on taking a more in-depth look at your core code.
Yes, sir. That would make me feel a great deal better.
Alright then. Dismissed.
You handled it well.
Truth be told, I could see why she was scared. And I could even see why Gabriel might be scared.
Not that Captain Carver would ever admit it.
Not that either of us would. Starfleet captains don't do that sort of thing. We're on the cusp of a new age, you know? Time travel technology, the Borg still gaining momentum. There's so much we don't know. So much still to learn.
Then we shall learn it together, Michael.
Together, yes.